Welcome to another edition of Podophiles, the podcast that every time I'm a guest on another podcast and I try to promote this, they're like, dude, seriously? That's what you called it? Yep. Dude, seriously? That's what I called it. I was on a podcast yesterday called Who's Right? And it's fucking hilarious. You guys dug it. That's what – all right, Brandon, you might know this a little bit. Dave knows this. When you start really getting into comedy and doing it, you start working with headliners that you'd never heard of. And then you watch them and go, holy shit, how does the world not know this guy exists? And then you go, holy shit, comedy has so much talent that no one knows about. How am I ever going to make it? I'm starting to realize that with podcasts too. Like I was on this podcast called Who's Right, which I'd never really heard of. The guy, I was on another podcast where they shit on my podcast. And this guy was like the guest on it. And then he liked me being on that podcast again so much. He had me on. These two dudes are hilarious, and their thing is like it's a segment they do called Dear Flabby instead of Dear Abby because the guy's fat, and people just write in the worst things possible, and it usually ends in them going, they'll be like, my daughter has been doing this and that, whatever. I don't know how to discipline her. I don't know what to do. So I guess the question is, Anthony, why are you so gay? Like that'll be like the and when I was a guest on it, it fit so beautifully, and it was so fun. It's out this week, and they already asked me to come back, but I'm like, this podcast should be known. They do it live. It's fucking awesome. But it made me think, not that we have that kind of following or starting yet, but I do like the idea of sometimes tapping into questions. So I thought this week, since we didn't really have anything anyway, and we always go on tangents, why don't we just force a tangent? And our most listened to episode was the second one where we really didn't have a topic. We kind of just were nuts. And so why not do that one where we just tap into Brandon's beautiful brain? And since Dave and I just ask you questions anyway by going like this, why don't we just make that official?
Pretty much.
Works out for me. I mean,
yeah,
I see with the background that Brandon, we talk about it all the time, so we might as well start with it. Brandon, were we on the moon?
I say no. I don't think we went to the moon.
Really?
Yeah.
Like even a little?
Have we ever? A little moon? Like a tiny bit of moon?
Like we went there once, you know? We got there, took a, well, like, oh, all right, here it is.
I like that answer, Dave. Like you're a retarded person from the 50s. Like, you ever been to New York City? A little. Like a little? What does that mean? I
drove through. It means I was on my way to Jersey and I drove through.
No, that means no. You didn't drive through the moon.
I was in Chicago a little. Like I lived in Illinois for a little bit, so I drove through Chicago to get in and then to get out. So I was in Chicago a little.
No, you were in Chicago. If
Yeah,
I was inside a girl for like one stroke, I was inside her.
A little.
I don't care
That's it.
how long the stay was. I was
Just
there.
the tip.
I didn't land on Plymouth Cock. Plymouth Cock landed on us.
Listen, maybe we landed just the tip on the moon, but that was.
Imagine if Brandon knew about jokes, because Dave almost spit out, and then Brandon's just like, debunk this. Does Brandon have a sense of humor? How about that? I just did Plymouth Cock. I just went Malcolm X, and you're like, the tip. So you don't think, is anyone, not us, has anyone ever been on the moon?
No, I don't think so. I don't honestly believe the moon.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we just like get the tip on the moon?
Should we, do you want to mute? Can you mute Dave or do I have to mute Dave? I don't know how that works.
I think that, I think what it was is basically just a giant psyop to keep everybody focused and busy. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
What's a psyop?
Oh, I know that one.
Psychological operation. Go ahead.
Nope,
Dave.
I was wrong.
Okay. What did you think it was, Dave?
Well, I knew op was operation. I thought psi was something cool like science.
Like
I thought it was the guy in XMen who tried to bang that redhead lady. It's me, Psyops. I got to wear glasses because I have dumb powers. I have Ray Charles powers.
Do you think that's what his eyes look like behind the glasses?
That's why you come from. No one's. Imagine you're in a battle and a guy's like, you can't battle that. How you be Magneto? You're trying to focus on fucking Ben Metal and you look. You can't have that.
He's got the worst power, but it's the most effective because no one can stop laughing.
What do you have? Googly eyes? That's the worst power. It doesn't really burn. They all just pretend it does, so he'll stop doing it. He doesn't really shoot lasers. He has the worst. He has 2 Forrest Whitaker eyes. He's like,
They just tell him he's shooting lasers.
Yep, and he's just got stupid eyes. You can't see the Forrest. You can't see the Forrest Whitaker through the trees. Look at that thing.
Did I shoot him down? Yeah, good job, buddy. Did I shoot him down?
You did it. Is Wolverine fucking my girl again? I'll blast them. Yeah, you'll blast them. We got you. Go ahead,
If an
dude.
eye fell in a war, yeah, I can't even talk.
Why do they call us X-Men? Because my eyes are crossed like an X. Like this.
Yo.
Not the moon at all. Like, we haven't been to
I
the
don't
moon.
think so.
That
No,
picture
well, this
behind
is
you
my
is
thing
bullshit.
Yeah, I think so. I really think so. You know, like, think about it. You think it really drove a car? You think that this thing right here drove on the moon? Like, look at it.
All
I mean,
right,
come on.
You've given me the car thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
Okay,
But you don't
I'll
think
give you
we've
another.
even has anything landed on the moon? Have we
What's
put
the car
something
thing?
on the moon?
What's the car thing?
Tell them the car thing.
The rover, the moon rover.
No, I get that, but I mean, why couldn't it drive on the moon? What's the
Dave,
deal?
we've talked about this to you.
That doesn't mean I know what we're talking about. Did I show him? Did I get him?
Did I get him? I erased his memory of my eye powers.
Dave's X-Men powered like, super retardation.
Got him.
I like the head thing.
Hey, Summers, what, Professor? Take the kids on another field trip. Okay. Stay away from all those microwaves. You might blow them up with your fucking eyes. Can I have more sunglasses? Why is he here? His parents thought this was Make-A-Wish, and they made a huge donation, so we just let him stay.
How is not like every child terrified when they hear someone say they're from the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Like, wouldn't that be the scariest thing you could hear as a kid?
Well, no, because they're not. It's not like a kid knows they're gonna die, so they're like, well, they wouldn't give John Cena to me if I was gonna die, right? Like, right, Mom and Dad? Like, no, you're gonna make
You're gonna
it.
die. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're.
I wouldn't be able to do it. You show up. If I was famous enough where they're like, Pat, somebody wants you to do makeup. I'm like, really? Yeah. And I get there. What's wrong with the kid? And he's like, you know what? I'm out. You better call Toby Keith for this one. I can't fucking handle this.
I think it's just kids dying. I don't think they're dying from retardation.
No, that's not retardation. That's having powers.
That's having X-Men eyes.
Yeah.
X-Men.
You've got
that's
X-Men
terminal.
eyes. Yeah, I rode on an airplane. It was terminal.
Why do they call it a terminal?
It's a terminal cancer. Does cancer fly? Is it flying around? Do you fly into the terminal and you come out with cancer? You go through the TSA, you come out with cancer on your titties. Oh. That could be terminal. If you shook your head that much where you'd fucking get, like, you'd have the CTE. Like, your head would, there's a lot of rattling going on.
What the hell's a CTE?
Isn't that the thing you get for when you have concussions? Isn't that what everyone in football has?
I thought that was post-concussion syndrome, PCS.
No one calls it that.
I just did.
Look up CTE. That's a thing.
CET?
No, that's cat, but wrong. CET.
C-
CTE.
CTE.
Yeah.
CTE. All right. I'm looking it up. Chronic
See,
traumatic and
Jenkins.
oh man.
Oh.
Encephalopathy.
Oh, I thought it was crazy tard eyes.
Encephalopathy.
I got crazy tard eyes.
CTE, look it up.
Look it up. It's crazy tard eyes. But I was right, bitches? Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy tard eyes now.
It's crazy tard eyes.
Crazy
It's
tard
official.
eyes.
That's
what
why they're
it is.
ending football right now. That's why they're going to have to cancel the NFL and blame it on COVID. They're just,
That's the real reason Colin
That's the real
Kaepernick couldn't
reason.
play, because he wasn't kneeling
He's
down.
got
He just had
CTE.
CTE. He's like, I can't find the receiver.
get crazy tard eyes.
For all those listening, I'm destroying it with a head shake. For all you people not watching the video, you're missing out on the greatest acting of our generation, part 2.
It's amazing.
Go watch me on Extreme Cheapskates, then watch this. And you're like, holy shit, Denzel Jr., you're good. You're damn good.
It's nice that you demonstrate your range.
My range can shoot 100 yards with CTEs. Look at my range. Take that, Wolverine. Don't fuck my lady.
I'm trying to figure out where he's from.
Cleveland, obviously.
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Ohio.
Jesus Christ. All right, I like it.
Cleveland. All right.
Wait, I
has
have a
anything
question.
been on the moon? Real quick, has anything ever been on the moon?
I don't really know about that. All I know is that
I don't think you have the answers. We're just asking you.
I don't know that. Like I haven't.
Dave, you will wait your turn. I asked Brandon a
Dave.
question. No, Dave. No.
I'm waiting with my hand up.
One thing that I will tell you that is really insane about it is all the telemetry information and all the calculations and everything that they had to do are just missing. They're gone. They said that they didn't have enough space to keep them, so they deleted it.
Why couldn't we get someone on the moon? What? I don't know science. Why can't someone fly in a ship? Why don't we have the ability to fly? Why couldn't we get there? Why couldn't we do a little dance? Why couldn't we leave?
Maybe it's possible, but the worldview that I hold states that this was just a psyop, like I said, a psychological operation to keep everybody busy and looking at them. It was kind of like a race between us and the Soviet Union. And I also believe that, we were supposed to be enemies with the Soviet Union, but I believe there's people within factions of both government that are working on the same side to keep us busy. This way they can rob us. It was like it's just like the long con, kind of like Die Hard, but over a longer period of time. You know how
yes, Dave, go ahead. Once he listens to Die Hard, we stop.
Now I have two questions, because if it really didn't happen, did they just like shoot a dog and be like, oh, that was the first dog in space, and they just killed it?
And they did the same thing to that Chrissy lady who was that teacher in the 80s. They just killed that lady?
Yeah, that totally never happened. Do you know that was like one of the first psychological...
Whoa!
Like,
all right,
whoa.
Yeah.
That lady's not dead?
Like,
the
she's
Challenger
super
didn't
dead.
happen either. You can go look, and there's people who are those people. They're still living their lives, and they'll say oh no, that was my twin brother, or they had these outrageous stories, but they're all still alive. But what they did was, did this happen to you too? Did they wheel a TV into your school?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I remember
they did that all around the country. Okay, why would they do that? And then the Challenger exploded.
Going to the fucking moon.
Fucking moon, yeah.
Well, no, they weren't going to the moon. They were on the
Sally
Challenger.
Ride.
They're on the space shuttle. They were just going to go into space. But, you know, what better way to get a...
Why would they do that? They were going to fucking space. That's what they did back then.
It's a trauma bond. Yeah, it's a trauma bond, though. It's just a psychological operation. So now every child has...
Because there wasn't Netflix, and that was the only good thing to watch on TV. They're like, here you go. No, that's why. That's why they did it.
And I didn't bond with anyone in my class. I hated those assholes.
I liked one girl. She was cute. Her name was Robin Marks. She did not like me back. So she looked kind of like the girl who died in the Challenger. So good.
Was she related to Richard Marx?
No, she was related to Groucho.
Oh my God, true story. So one time in history class, Mike Hominick, I'll never forget this. He sat behind me in history, and he pokes me in the back. We're taking a test.
Yeah,
he pokes me in the back with a pen, and he goes, "Hey, Dave,
Pen.
who's Karl Marx?" And I said, "Groucho's brother." And he put it down on his test.
Nice.
You sure you didn't just steal that from like Saved by the Bell or something?
No, that ask Mike Hominick, he'll tell you.
You didn't fall asleep and then...
Which one of you said Richard Marx?
Me.
Fucking gay. Anyway, Richard Marx, man.
Fuck
He was
Karl Marx.
he
I
was just
didn't
like
say
the
his
poor
name.
man's Bolton. That's all he was.
Yeah.
Poor man's Bolton. All right, so no.
No, I have a question about the moon. But it's a moon question.
Yeah.
What about the moon is hollow? What do you got on that?
I really think
Brandon, don't waste your time on that.
But I've heard something else that's going to sound crazier. I've heard that the moon is a luminary. It's just like a light. Because there's actually pictures, you go and Google it, where you could see Venus behind the moon. The moon like shows up translucent.
So the moon's not real, you're saying?
I don't know, man. That's what the flat earthers say. That's what the flat earthers say.
Are we getting into flat Earth?
I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten there.
Are we getting into flat Earth?
I haven't gone in there yet, so I can't get there. But the things that I have seen are pretty compelling. So, and the other thing is, everything I've ever been told was a lie. So I wouldn't be surprised. But it doesn't matter to me as much, because there's other things that matter first. Like
we're not. This isn't called the Brandon Matters show. We're trying to debunk the moon.
Okay, I'm just like, all right. So the moon, I believe we didn't go to the moon. I don't think there's enough evidence. I think it was just a psychological operation.
Why are we lying about it now? We don't need the psychological shit now.
Well, because every president and administration that has come since then has built on that. Just like on the JFK
But Trump doesn't give a fuck what anyone did. If one guy was going to say we didn't fucking go to the moon, it'd be Trump.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that might still get in trouble. NASA would lose all
doesn't care
its
about
credibility.
them.
Well, that's the thing.
He's the best. Fucking Trump's the
He's
best.
an
He was
actor.
Like, fuck the moon.
He's an actor.
He's an actor who's like Pacino
So is
goes
Reagan.
on his own and does good. Yeah,
But yeah,
oh, you're gonna tell me the monkey with Reagan wasn't real? You're gonna fucking tell me that monkey acted circles around Reagan? Watch that. That monkey was such a better actor than Reagan.
but if Donald Trump went off script, the same thing that happened in JFK would happen to him. He'd just get shot. We could talk about that too.
No, they wouldn't shoot him.
That was one of the questions someone asked.
They would try to shoot him, but they would miss because they would hit the hair flapping up and it would just hit the wig.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're saying no one to the moon. Dave, what do you think? Do you think we've been to the moon?
Well, I want to know about because there's space
I didn't ask you
stations
to
on the
answer
moon.
my question with a question.
That's what I want to know about. Because there are people who say there are space stations on the moon. We've been colonizing the moon like Nazis are there.
Nazis?
I think.
Yeah, moon Nazis.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Nazis who live on the moon.
Why would Nazis go to the moon?
Because they
National
couldn't live here
Socialists.
anymore.
Nazis don't go places where no one is to bother. They don't go
That's
just
what they
chill.
want you to think.
Moon National Socialists.
There aren't any Nazis anymore.
Oh.
There are neo-Nazis and they run Ukraine and Barack Obama.
But they're not the original Nazis.
No, they're not.
They're not like the 38
They
Nazis.
salute Hitler.
They're
Like,
a cover. They're a shitty cover.
Yeah, they are.
they're
They
a tribute.
are.
They're a tribute hate group.
Yeah, they're Queen with Alan Lambert.
Adam,
That's what they
yeah,
are.
damn it.
That's
Just
what they are.
thinking that, fuck.
The neo-Nazis are just Queen with Adam Lambert. They're just singing the hits, but you're like, where the fuck is Freddie? And Freddie Mercury and Hitler had distinct mustaches. They're the same fucking guy.
Well,
ever
Freddie Mercury.
You ever see Hitler and Freddie Mercury in the same room?
That's a good point. But they have different mustaches.
I think we've been to the moon. I think that day that they say we landed on the moon, we were at the moon. I think we've been to the moon since. I think we're stupid enough as humans to try to go to the moon. That's what I think. I don't
You
think
think
we're
we
smart
drove
enough
a
to
car
lie.
on the moon?
Yep, I do.
Look at that. Look at this thing.
I think there's definitely
You think
something
that thing
going on.
drove on the moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Tire
Yes.
pressure, and it didn't.
For Christ's sake, that's like 2 steps away from a dune buggy. All you
I-
need is a roll cage.
I
All
saw.
right, so
I saw a black kid drive a fucking a ski-doo down the street the other day.
What's a
And he-
ski-doo?
Those fucking water what are they called? The jet skis?
there's
Oh,
no
the
oxygen
trike?
on the moon, though, guys.
There's
We
some.
brought it with
He had,
us.
he had a helmet. Look at his helmet.
Yeah.
You need internal combustion. You need oxygen.
Yeah, he's got it in his helmet.
No,
Scientists. Yeah, they built the space car.
Yeah, that
They
makes sense.
built a thing to fly to the moon. They
All right.
could build a
That's
car to
fine.
drive on it.
Let's move on. I rest my case.
Wait
Let's
a
move-
minute.
let's
Wait a
move
minute.
to
They
the
can
next
drive up-
conspiracy.
No, that's
why rest the
bullshit.
case? No
Yeah.
one's allowed to say something else.
Yeah.
Like you have to rest your case. Why can't we debate it?
Oh,
I don't understand.
Oh no, we could debate it, but I just
Why
think
do we
that
have
it
to
sounds,
We
moon
can
on?
make
I
we
think
can
it
make
sounds.
boats
I
go
think it sounds
underwater.
Oh, I thought we were joking. I thought it sounded.
No, I am joking, but like, let's
Okay.
not shut down the other
I'm all
side
fired
of
up
it.
now.
Your side isn't just. No one's saying anyone knows anything, but let's play devil's advocate with it and play around for a little bit. I know you're saying that you don't believe that, but I've never built a spaceship or built a car, regular car. Who's not to think if they figured out the ability to fly, if they actually did, who's not to think that they also could build something that could do that? They built something that could fly there. If we're gonna believe they flew there, and they did build a thing that did make it there, then I can believe that someone figured out how to build something to ride around on it for a little bit too.
That's
That's
the
what I'm just
movie-
saying. If you're going to believe one thing, you can believe all the things, because I'm believing they built something that lasted through space, that kept them safe, that landed there, that flew them back. I'm not saying I would believe it, but if you do believe that, then yes, you have to also believe they could build a space car. If you're not believing they did anything, then yeah, then you believe that they couldn't do any of the shit.
Also,
Yes.
this thing.
That guy's penis.
It's wiener.
This thing is
That
supposed
guy's dick couldn't make it to the moon. It's too big.
This propelled them off the moon.
Yeah. Yeah. It propelled off the moon.
And if it has what 1/6 the Earth's gravity, it's not. I can believe getting off the moon a whole lot easier than getting to the moon.
Dave, you can't even get a girl off. How are you going to get off the moon?
Ah.
Hey, finger a crater.
Ayo.
I
There's
think
a lot of
propel.
There's a lot of good pictures to look at. Also, I would say anyone that's really interested in this, just looking into
We
it
are.
for yourself.
Find a picture.
No, I'm saying other people. Okay, yeah, we can. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying there's a lot of good video and evidence. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but we don't. The people are barely watching this. Let's not send them somewhere else.
Well, people that are interested would go.
If they're
My
watching,
fans,
yeah, but now you have fans.
I have three.
Yeah, I have 4, and Dave has that one girl who watches.
That's right.
I think she likes me and Brandon more now.
That's fine. Hey,
Yeah, we
I
gotta.
just connect people. I've got moon-based pictures. That's what I've got.
Dave, we don't want you
Moon
Googling.
base.
You Google if the moon's hollow.
You-
We'll get back to
you
your dumb
Googling?
thing.
There
You
it is.
Google-
I got a picture of the moon being
All
hollow.
right,
and the
Dave.
base sits
You
inside.
share that first.
Wait, I don't know. I don't remember how to do that.
You did it
Hold on.
last week.
Screen share. And boom. Share.
How would we know it was hollow?
Nailed it. See?
Well, who
Look at
knows
that.
that? What is that? It's gears.
That's
What-
the moon. That's
it-
the base on the inside.
Is it a Cogswell cog? Why is it built like that?
It's yeah, that makes the most sense because you don't want to you want to use the whole inside. You don't
Do you
want to
think
waste
the Earth
space.
is hollow too, Dave?
Yeah, of course. Well,
Do you
it's
think
got a
there's
molten
people? Do you think there's
it's
lizard
got a
people
core of
inside the
molten
Earth?
iron.
Do you think that's not hollow then? It is molten iron. What do
Yeah,
you
but
think's
no-
in the middle of the Earth, Dave?
Core of molten iron.
What do you
It
think?
spins?
But do you think there's hollow part? Do you think there's people under there?
So
Do
I
you
think
think
that
there's a
they're-
city?
No. I think those people live. I do believe in the chuds, but I don't think that they
Chuds.
made it.
All right. What
They're
are the,
definitely someone underground.
what are the
yes.
what are the chuds? I don't
The
know.
chuds. Hold on. Oh, damn it! Now I gotta look them up.
Brandon, what are the chuds?
The Chuds are from that movie. They like
Yeah,
live
the Chuds
underground.
movie.
Yeah,
What movie? I don't know the movie.
Chud.
Chud.
Movie's called Chud.
No, it
Yes,
was like
it's Chud.
underground or something, wasn't it? Like
hold on.
Starring Chud Nelson, directed by Chud Apatow.
wow. Yo,
Chud
this is,
freaking Reinhold.
I can't
No, that's Judge, you stupid fuck.
find any. It's kind of like they were scrubbed.
What the fuck is Chud?
I'm looking. I don't remember what it stands for. Chud. It's a 1984 science fiction movie, but Chud stands for like.
You guys
underwater-
both saw this movie?
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
saw it? They threw batteries or
Of
something.
course I didn't see it. I'm asking what it is. I've never heard of
Hold
Chud in my
on.
life. What the fuck is Chud? So wait, but you guys are saying there's a movie, but like, do either one of you think people live under the earth?
Oh, this is
Chud.
just like
No, but Dave thinks
oh,
their
do I?
moon's
Yeah,
hollow.
there we go. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. That is Chud.
They're cannibals,
Yep.
and they live under the ground.
Yeah.
Why would they live under the ground? The food's up top.
They got
Well,
hide
maybe
from
they
the
do
sun.
like Pennywise, and they just bring people into the sewer and eat them.
That's not underground. That's a fucking sewer. That's not underground.
It's not above ground.
That's the surface still to them. We're surface dwellers.
Whoa. Underground really is just anything that's not on the surface. So I think sewers count as underground.
That's not living underground. That's just being a homeless person.
Living in the sewer counts as living underground. That's like halfway to being a chud. All
Do
you
you
gotta do is
think
eat
when-
people.
So do you think when you're in a basement, you're underground?
Technically, yes.
Oh, can you get off the show, please? Anyway, Brandon, you don't think people live under the earth, do you?
Wait, if you're on the roof, you're
We're
not on
not
the
talking
sky.
to you, Dave, right now.
I mean, this is the way I think that anything is possible. I kind of just try to believe what I see and what I can prove.
Okay.
So
I understand.
I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But
But let's get
it
away
could
from the
be-
anything is possible Kevin Garnett saying, anything
Anything
is
is
possible. See, now Brandon doesn't know that one. It's a sports reference. He yelled that when the Celtics won the championship. He yelled it so crazy. He's like, anything is possible. It was like, not maybe being retarded is possible. But like,
He started.
You don't
Everything
really-
is possible, and he
do you
shot the
think there's
crowd with his
like a
laser
lizard
eyes.
people? You don't believe any of that shit.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, the lizard aliens.
No, like Hillary Clinton's a lizard.
No, I think
She just has bad
She just
skin.
looks like one.
Yeah, I, know.
I think she's just psychopathic like one. Like that's really what when people talk about lizard people, it could be just a metaphor for somebody who's a psychopath because they have no human feelings. They just are in their lizard reptilian brain.
lizards are known as being crazy.
Crazy. Well, no, people who have lizard, they act because they have no emotion, so they call them lizards.
Oh, because they're
Yeah.
cold-blooded.
Because they'll just kill people. Yeah, they don't care. I just was jerking off that astronaut, by the way. I meant to say kill people.
Well, you couldn't because he's not there because he never went to space. So now
We're in a Hollywood basement.
Well, let's see where his space jizz flies. If it goes up, then
Dude,
we know
it's-
he's there.
Listen to Californication. The Red Hot Chili Peppers said. They said space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
You can't jerk off in space because of the way physics works. You'd shoot the semen, but you'd shoot yourself back at the same rate. You'd be out the door.
You sound like
Two of Brandon's points were proven by Anthony Kiedis and Die Hard.
That's right. Yeah, the Die Hard analogy. It's like when they say you could steal City Hall because they make this big extravagant show that everybody watches, and then meanwhile they just steal everyone's pensions.
So if you're living in the Officer Carl universe, where Officer Carl is the guy in Die Hard, but also on Family Matters,
Yeah.
where was Urkel during the Die Hard things? Like, what was he doing? Was he fucking the shit out of that girl because finally Carl wasn't guarding her puss? And he was all – is that when he became Stefan?
I've actually often wondered this.
What, if Carl was the same cop?
No, where Urkel was during all this.
Yes.
In Die Hard.
He was telling the Russians what to do. So,
Urkel
no
was the
moon.
mole.
You don't think the moon. Dave, what do you think? I think moon. Dave thinks – I mean, Brandon thinks no moon. Dave, where are you on moon?
I think the moon is suspect to some crazy shit.
But do you
I don't
really
know
think
what.
we faked the Challenger?
I don't think we faked the moon landing. I don't think we faked the Challenger. I think that shit blew up.
Because here's where I am with that. I can believe that we faked the moon in the 60s for the power race and all that shit. I can believe that. I kind of want to believe we landed it, but I can see us faking it because of the battle with Russia and all that stuff to get there. I get that. But I think since then, if we didn't do it, we've been trying to. Because I think other people, I think if someone did finally make it, then they would, if we did fake it, when they finally made it, they'd be like, by the way, we never made it before. I fucking just did it. Fuck you. So I think those people died trying to do something. I don't think that they just said, keep living your life. Don't worry, we'll say you have a twin. Because how much? And this tells me a good point, too. I don't think, if that was true, that kind of stuff will never happen again. Because there is no way in this day and age, anyone 25 and younger will ever keep a secret. The world can't do that anymore.
That's fair.
Old people can hold on to that. If Buzz Aldrin, think about that. If you were Buzz Aldrin and you did not go to the moon, and you holding that forever is crazy. There's no way some young kid who's fucking all TikToked out and I need likes every 2 seconds could ever hold that secret. He would tell on fucking whatever the version of Barbara Walters is right the fuck now. Like, yeah, there's no fucking moon. I was there. Like, they would just rat that shit out. So there's no way that could ever happen again if it did. But I like to believe we went to the fucking moon.
I'm with you on, I can believe that we did some shady shit to be like, yeah, we're number one, so we made it there. But I do think we made it to the moon. Like, I get the idea of a conspiracy to prove that America was, American superiority, but I think we've been to the moon.
All right, Dave, you got a question for Brandon? Mine was the moon.
The only one, man, it's lame, but I've been watching a lot of stuff about Atlantis. And I got to say, I'm intrigued.
So you think Atlantis was real?
I think Atlantis might have been real.
But, okay, do you think Atlantis was above ground and it sunk down, or do you think people lived underground? Like,
no,
merman?
I don't think that they're. I mean, I wish. I'm hoping, but okay. I do believe that Atlantis.
I believe at one point. I believe at one point there was more land that fell down because of earth shifts and things. I think that I think that things have broken off. You can tell by certain way things are fractured and stuff. Brandon?
But I think Atlantis, like the most advanced civilization on the planet, I think that was a place, and I think it fell into the sea.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of evidence that there's cultures that were at a lower rate than we are, and then something happened. Now there's more water, so they got covered and crushed. There's a ton of evidence for civilization that predates any kind of historical thing that we have, like an advanced civilization. If you just look at all the pyramids that are everywhere, and if you even look at esoteric teachings, if you look at Hermeticism, all the stuff like that came out of ancient Egypt. And you look at the even a lot of stuff in Iran with the Persians and the Aryans, it kind of got stolen by like Hitler, and they said he was going to start an Aryan race. But what the Aryan really was, it was a class of people. It's kind of like they were monks, and they were all over the world basically, and then they had druids and stuff like that. So there's a lot of evidence. I was just going to say,
what's a druid?
A druid it's kind of like a priest, but just a different type of more of a religion that has to do with nature. But it looks like there's a lot of evidence for some kind of advanced lost civilization. So I would imagine that's what maybe Atlantis was. And we get the account of Atlantis from, I believe it was from Plato. And,
I believe it was from Jagged Little Pill.
Jagged Little Pill, and I think he said he talked about it. So, yeah, Atlantis Morissette.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I think so. I really do. Even here, if you look at all the pyramidic structures, they basically look the same. The ones in South America, they're just not as tall as the ones in Egypt, but they're laid
the
out
ziggurats. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Mayans.
Did you just say a racist term?
No, ziggurat. It's a
No,
pyramid
no,
that's
dude.
made out of plateaus.
You hard that. I don't like that. I don't
ziggurats.
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 That sounds like a racist term that a white guy would say about if a black person touched him and then he got a sore in his foot. And then I got the ziggurats right there. It's because old Cletus touched me. Now I got the ziggurats. And by the way, druid sounds like to me it's like a hillbilly trying to say like, hey, the Egyptians, they were so stupid. They couldn't write nothing. They just drew it. Harmonica.
That's where you remember Spaceballs? Oh no, a Druish princess.
It's back on Netflix right now.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have Netflix.
Oh yeah, it is.
Fuck Netflix. Sorry.
Oh, it's still there.
I mean, Spaceballs.
Yeah.
I don't care where it is. It's awesome.
Spaceballs. Yeah, so I think so. Also, there was another monolithic site that they unearthed in Turkey that had all these giant megaliths. Yeah,
Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe.
Göbekli Tepe, yes.
Yeah.
And there was a
Killing
lot of giant stone
I know. Pat?
carvings and stuff. Yeah, go ahead, Pat.
Why are you guys talking in Klingon?
Klingon has more phlegm.
No.
That wasn't words you guys just said.
No,
Göbekli
Tepe means
sounds like a stupid fraternity.
giant hill. I think something like that. It's like big hill.
Why not just say big hill?
Means big mound.
Because the guys who built it named it.
Means big mounds?
Big, yeah.
No, you said?
Yeah, I said big mound.
That's what it means?
No, I don't know.
So why are we not calling tits Lebeki Techies or whatever the fuck it is? Why is no one ever said, look at the Lebeki Techies on that one? Look at the big Lebeki Techies. I want to put my face into the Lebeki Techies. Like just Lebeki Techie. Why would we not call them that? Hey, look at Lebeki Techie. Like, that'd be the greatest thing to say. That girl, she's a nice girl, but she ain't got no Lebeki Techies. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the big old Dolly
She's
Parton.
got to go back to Bekle Teke.
Dolly Parton had the big old Lebeki Techies.
I think because tits is easier to shout out of a moving car. Nice, go back, guys. She's going to be too far down the road.
You might Lebeki Techie, but your ass don't shake like that. Lebeki Techie. That would be a great rap song. Lebeki Techie, Lebeki. Like, I can hear that all day. Like the Yin Yang Twins. Lebeki Techie, Lebeki Techie. Let me stick you my pecky with the Lebeki Techie.
I don't know who the Yingling twins are.
Oh my God.
369, damn, you're fine.
Salt shaker.
Give one more time. Get low. Get low.
Low.
From the window to the wall.
To the wall. To the wall. To the sweat drop off your balls.
Glad I could make that happen.
Yeah.
So I don't think, my opinion, I don't think there was some underwater SeaWorld just over there.
Yeah, I don't.
Do I think Atlantis was this incredible civilization that destroyed? I think we like to romanticize things. No, I think we like to. It's my opinion. I think we like to romanticize things that are gone. I think everything that we don't understand, we like to think is the greatest thing. You know, the Aztecs had to have this, technology we didn't understand. People in Egypt had to have this technology we didn't understand. They just died and they were stupid. They built one good thing. Just like when people see us later, they're going to see some cool things we built, but we're mostly stupid. And they're gone, so we like to romanticize. We always like to look back at past relationships and go, it was wonderful we did this. But at the end of the day, it sucked, and it was like one good thing. I think Atlantis just broke off, it fell down, and it's down in the water now, and it stinks.
Yeah, so I'm not saying the whole thing about romanticizing, like looking back like it was the greatest thing.
You said it was the greatest civilization.
Yeah, which means they had like a boat. That's it. Back then, everything sucked. If they had something that was like,
when do you think it fell?
We have fire. You were the most advanced civilization. I'm not saying it was.
When do you think it fell?
I don't know what the time is on it. It was like.
It's like maybe about 13,000 years ago during the Younger Dryas period. There was maybe been a comet that hit, but who knows what really happened? I mean, I think that they did have. Do you think it fell
before folks or after folks?
You mean folks? What do you mean?
People.
You mean people were on it?
People were there.
People existing. Do you think it fell before folks or after folks? BF or AF?
No, there were people there. That's who was in Atlantis. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm asking if you
They all
think that.
died.
I don't know if Atlantis was real and people were down there. I think so. I'm saying if it did exist, do you think people were on it and they died, or do you think that just part of it broke off when the dinosaurs got fucked?
No, it was after.
Getting to my next question.
What happened to the
Were
dinosaurs?
there dinosaurs?
No, there were not dinosaurs.
Don't tell me there weren't dinosaurs.
Yeah, there weren't dinosaurs.
I got little arms.
I don't like this show. I don't like this episode.
Tell them why there's no dinosaurs.
Yeah, why are there no dinosaurs? And fuck you, Brandon.
Well, this is the thing. If you look into the story, all you really have to do is look into who discovered it. It was all the same family. And they started writing about, they had this idea. They're like, well, and they proposed. And they're just like, well, we think that because of this and that, we're finding all these giant bones. Hold on.
Brandon, can you please have some empathy and realize how sad Dave is getting? When you started that, you said there's a family, and Dave pouted and went, a dinosaur family. Like, he was so hurt, and you just kept going. And this little guy just found out that he's the older brother who's standing in line, and he just found out that year Santa's not real, but he's standing in line to help out the younger brother, and he's like, this is all a lie. You ruined everything. I'm not going to get good
This really
now.
does hurt.
I hate this.
It's home.
Dinosaur family. Go ahead, Brandon. Just realize you're hurting, Dave. Just realize who you're doing.
So much.
This is what it's all about, Dave. It's basically everything you've ever been told is probably a lie. That's all.
Yep, you're not handsome.
And there are no dinosaurs. This is the worst episode ever.
I'm kidding. You're attractive.
Okay, that's the one thing that is true.
There's dinosaurs?
No. Dave is very handsome.
I'd rather have dinosaurs.
Whoa, Brandon. I didn't say very.
Hey, you can't take it back.
Hey.
You take it in the back. Go ahead. Talk about the dinosaur family.
Yeah, so basically, and they were related to, it was the same family that was related to Darwin. It was in that whole ilk of family. So they started to write all these papers proposing this thing, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the same family discovered all the bones that were found.
So where did they get the bones? They just had all these bones?
I don't, honestly, I'm not sure. There's people who think that
I've been to the Peabody Museum like 1,000 times. I've seen the bones. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
What we're dealing with here is, like I said, it's just like they're just shucksters, they'll just trick you. They'll say whatever the fuck to get your mind to believe, and it's fucking crazy. Let me see if I can find something, because I didn't know we were going to be talking about dinosaurs specifically, but that's really what it is. If you look into it, that's where it goes. And if you think about so people are like, why would you do that? Because everyone's like, well, the oil is dinosaur juice. Well, what if it wasn't? What if the oil was just an abundant resource that's just under the earth and it replenishes itself? It's not finite.
I was having a really, really good day before this episode.
I love how it's dinosaurs that bum you out, not that when we talk about AIDS and COVID.
What little boy doesn't love dinosaurs growing up? They're the coolest thing on the planet.
I didn't give two shits about dinosaurs.
Really?
I can still give two shits about dinosaurs.
They're awesome.
Really cool.
Who gives a fuck about dinosaurs? Dave, by the way, I like when you come on this show sometimes and then act stupid. I appreciate it. Did you really fucking go where'd they get all the bones?
Yes.
Okay, you're a dumb fuck. Like, Dave, I don't care if I believe in it or not, but they can fucking make it. Jurassic Park's not real, you stupid bitch. They can just make anything.
They didn't make bones. Listen. They made CGI dinosaurs. That's bullshit. I know.
Thank you, Pat, because someone else said that to me too. Like, where did they get the bones? I'm like, I'm not the expert. I don't know, but I'm sure they could.
Look at what they made. They've all convinced us that they know what they look like, but they wouldn't know what the fucking skin looked like. They wouldn't know what the fuck it looked like exactly. They just put it together. And by the way, Dave, the second I knew dinosaurs probably weren't real when I was a kid, when one of them had tard arms. Why the fuck would it have tard arms? Why would it have that? That makes no sense. Why did it do it with this? What is that? It just runs around. It's the first gay animal.
It was the predecessor to the bunny.
I'm the predecessor to the bunny, honey. Hello, I'm the dinosaur. you're Tyrannosaurus next. Look at you. Like, that is not real. That flying stupid shit. No. Okay. You want to know what was around a long time ago?
Yes.
Crocodiles, alligators,
Yes.
whales. They weren't dinosaurs. They're just there.
They were. They were the little bitch dinosaurs. Like everybody else was a million times bigger than them.
All those things, just those things, conveniently died because the world got smashed, and then we just grew new shit.
Yes.
We didn't grow the old shit. Why didn't we get the old shit? Why didn't dinosaurs make a comeback? What the
dinosaurs
fuck?
and sharks, like they survived. They're like the cockroaches of the dinosaurs.
Dave, did you just say dinosaurs survived, you dumb fuck?
Crocodiles. Crocodiles are essentially dinosaurs.
No, go back. If we had to go back on the tape, you said dinosaurs and sharks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. I did. Dinosaurs and sharks. Dinosaurs and sharks. They survived. They were there. They're still here.
Dave just named the two kinds of fruit snacks he eats. Dinosaurs and sharks. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care. I believe we went to the moon way before I believe that fucking dinosaurs were real.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Dinosaurs.
Stupid.
Fuck off.
So wait. So why weren't dragons real?
Who's
the dummy who believes in one but doesn't believe in the other?
Why aren't dragons real? That's a great question.
Because they're stupid fake things. Why aren't ogres real? Why aren't other monster fake things real, Dave? Because they're imagination. Aliens aren't real. It's bullshit. Yeah, I believe there might be other things that exist not on just this planet, but I don't think what we think aliens are. We all have the same thought. It's got a big head and it's kind of cute looking. Shut up. Shut up. They're not even matter. They're just fucking floating things. Fuck you. Fuck your dinosaurs. Fuck everything.
Nobody
cares that JFK got shot. Why do we care? It's just one guy who gives a fuck. Stop caring about it. Who cares who shot him? I don't give a fuck. I tried to watch Umbrella Academy season 2 with my daughter.
Oh my God, it's so good.
No, it's not, because it was all based on JFK. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? It was a family that had a stupid accent and fucked people a bunch. They're a terrible family, and people should have.
I'm not arguing that.
Everyone should have shot the Kennedys. I would have shot them every day. I would have learned how to get a gun to shoot every fucking Kennedy. Fuck you. And the only one that lived was the guy who threw bitches in the ocean.
Actually, his car crashed into a lake, but close enough.
That's what they want you to believe.
Yeah. What
he
about
threw the car and the bitch in the ocean?
What about JFK's gay lover? JFK's gay lover, Lem.
Oh, Robert Kennedy?
You guys don't know about Lem?
Yeah, we do know about Lem.
There's so many about Lem.
Dude, Dave, look things up. There's so many pictures.
What's Lem?
Oh, Lem is his lover.
I thought Lem was another moon thing, like lunar escape module.
Yeah, exactly. They named it after Lem. Kennedy named that. Yeah. You still believe we went to the moon? Or
Lem stands for lovely emasculated man. That's what he fucking JFK was fucking his shit out of this guy named Lem.
So Marilyn Monroe was a beard?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he was bisexual. I don't know.
No, think about the type of woman we had to have fake brags about. Famous women. Bill Clinton fucked a fat girl and came on her dress. That's a man. That's a man who doesn't give a fuck about anything. I have to fuck. You can fuck anyone he wanted to. You can fuck famous people. He didn't do it. What the fuck did JFK do? Oh, I'm fucking the pretty woman. No, you're not. You're fucking Lem.
I just found those pictures.
So many shirtless. Look at Lem.
I mean, good for you, Kennedy. He's gorgeous.
Look at the one where his head's between his legs.
Yeah, that's not something you do with your buddy. They're just gonna go out for a frolic in the snow. It's just what dudes do.
It's just bros being bros. Just chilling out.
Okay, guys, I think I know who shot JFK.
But what do you mean? It was in the back of his head. Yeah, it fucking was.
No, man, it was front on. Don't believe the hype.
Oh, God.
Pee Wee Herman.
You fucking shot him right in the back of the head. Oh, God damn it. Look at that. Look at him.
We solved it.
Look, I know people will be like, well, that's just how men hung out back then.
Oh, man.
I don't know about that, maybe.
Dude, what about the picture? I got pictures of him like dancing and he's making a pouty face next to him.
Yeah, show me that.
Hold on.
Because he couldn't get any cock that
there it is. You just
look,
saw,
they're making out. That's not a pouty face.
Wait, that's not even Kennedy, though. Who are those guys?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
them when they're kids. That's how long they were together.
Oh, my God.
They were together since they were kids.
Jesus Christ. JFK was a twig. Oh, technically, I think he was a twink.
That's them with a puppy.
What, do you think JFK was a big dude?
He was big as a adult.
I think the real mystery is what
No,
happened to
he-
that puppy.
He was all jacked.
No, women even had the puppy. Gays loved puppies. That was their baby. They couldn't adopt back then, so they had a puppy.
And for the record, they're doing dance position all wrong. That's not even a thing.
Oh, you just made this
Oh, look at this one.
You just made this JFK.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Brandon fucking cockblocked my jokes and Dave stole it.
Sorry.
Yeah, but who's the third guy? He's like, I hate gays. Get off my fucking property. Look at that guy's face.
What would the name of their boy band be?
I like how they posed for pictures back then because it took a long time to pose. Like they knew how to take selfies before people knew how to take selfies. Oh, wait, what's the one with all the bunch? Yeah, what's that? Can we make it bigger?
Yeah.
Why those women are in there? I bet you those women thought they were gonna have the time of their lives. 4 dudes, 2 girls, and then they just had to like hang out.
Man, that woman is tiny.
How about the guy?
There's a couple, and a couple. That's what I see. I don't know what you guys see.
Yeah, yo, dude, they're wearing matching shorts.
They are wearing matching shorts.
Or is that just jizz stains all over their shorts?
God.
It's just they were supposed to be blue shorts that just come.
I had no idea.
How dare you?
Wow.
You know what? I like the guy at the far left there who's sucking in his chest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he's sucking it in so fucking hard.
He's like, I want to look good for that podcast in like 60 years.
Yeah, I gotta look good for that. How about the guy with no teeth in the middle? What's up with that?
It was everybody's favorite.
And by the way, Lem looks like fucking Mice and Men. Look at fucking Lem. He looks like he's a big stupid brute.
Yeah.
Do you think JFK was taking it or giving it?
Oh,
I mean,
getting it.
Yeah.
Definitely taking it.
Lem
Yeah,
looks like he fucking delivers.
he was a power bottom.
I give it up that Lem looks like he's.
Lem had power.
Lem was a power top.
But Kennedy had the button. Like once he got the button, he had to be like, all right, it's my
Dave,
turn.
that's not how that works, I don't think.
Dave, it's called an asshole. It's not a button.
No, the nuke button.
That's your cute button. That's what he called his balloon knot. I'm gonna put it in the old nuke button.
His balloon.
Gonna stick it in the old balloon knot nuke button. Let me put it in there.
Oh, we shot JFK again.
First of all, Dave, I'm loving every time Dave talks and we find out that I'm not the dumbest guy on here. I'm pretty psyched. Dave believes dinosaurs are real. Dave believes.
Fuck off.
Dave believes that those stupid cartoons where like next to the bed in the White House is the button and they can just hit it when they wake up when they're mad. It's not like a military person who has to fucking go through a series of protocol. It's just one guy who can push a. Dave, stop it. Dave, you're getting Brandon mad. He's combing his beard.
You guys want to hear about something really cool? Around the same time, there was the Northwoods documents that came out. You look at this too. There was
same time as Lem fucking JFK.
It was, yeah. Oh, Lem was definitely pounding JFK because they actually went to JFK. The Joint Chiefs of Staff came up, who were basically like the general.
Is that what they called it when their cocks crossed?
Joint Chiefs of Staff. They're like the highest officer of each branch of the military. Anyway, they had this plan where they wanted to get hijack airliners and crash them, blame it on the Cubans, so then we could invade Cuba. They had this great plan. They were going to do it, and they were actually going to fly planes by remote control, drone planes, crash them, and then maybe even kill real people. They didn't really care. And then I guess JFK was the one apparently who said no to that. But all that stuff's declassified. You can look it up.
Why would I know that back then why would they pose for that many pictures? Just holding each other.
Because he's gay.
No, I know, but like it would have really hurt. I mean, obviously the Kennedys were all about power. Why would they?
Comb my beard.
You think he'd be smart enough to like cover that up more? There's so many pictures, and like they're so gay. Like they're the most gay. Like
yeah, but
that's gay for now.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. They're gay now. Back then, that might have been the toughest thing you could have done.
That's what men do. Men hanging out in the sauna nude, like men.
Are you trying to say the toughest thing you could have done was pound another guy in his balloon knot?
Didn't they think that in Roman times?
They did. They did. They were the toughest ones we had.
Men tussle with men, and sometimes Greeks. We fuck and then we make yogurt. Just fuck them. Fruit on the bottom, like the Greeks.
As you're shooting Kennedy, we're making yogurt.
Nice.
Hey.
Just to ruin my joke with your own joke. That's fine.
He's so mad.
Pat, your face with the jokes is like my face with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, but mine are real.
Stop.
What do you think, X-Man dinosaur?
Let's go to the moon.
All right. My brother asked about Jekyll Island. I don't know anything about that. I've never heard
Jekyll
of it.
Island?
So what is Jekyll Island?
All right. So in 1913, a bunch of powerful banksters got together and came up with a plan to create the Federal Reserve, which is the bank that we use today, which is neither federal nor reserve. And they did it. They got a couple people in Congress involved. A bunch of rich banksters got together. They went to this place in Georgia called Jekyll Island, away from everybody else. It was kind of like it was basically like a who's who of who's behind the scenes, who has a lot of money and power and influence in the world. You know, if you would say there was a they, it was these people. And they drafted this whole thing where they come up with the Federal Reserve, and they were able to get it passed. I think it was like on Christmas Eve or something, I believe, of like 1913. And they were able to get it through. And then it also ties back to the Titanic, because the Astor family was a powerful family that was against the Federal Reserve and against the banksters. And they were on the Titanic, that was all owned by the same entity. I think it was, don't quote me, but it was either like the Rockefellers or one of those, a subsidiary.
Where was
the Titanic? The Vanderbilts, the Titanic.
Where was Jekyll Island?
Titanic, and that was an inside job up in Georgia.
In Georgia, okay.
Yeah.
And, so it's just a little island off the coast.
Yep. Yeah. So it's just a place that they could go. You know, think about the 1900s, because if
That's what I'm saying. It'd be hard to get somewhere far, so like they couldn't really go anywhere crazy. But also, other people couldn't get to them.
Yeah, exactly. Because the stuff they were talking about, if the wrong person heard them, they could all get, arrested or hung for treason or who knows what.
Not that it's not an interesting conspiracy, but I gotta say, when you said Jekyll Island, I thought it was gonna be way more cool than banking. Ooh, Jekyll Island, what's gonna go on with that?
That's the problem with evil. It's always so boring and mundane, but it just kills anyway. It's like, ooh.
How are you bored by something that actually could have happened?
That
could have really happened.
But dude,
fucking
come on, Jekyll Island, you didn't start thinking like Island of Dr. Moreau and like Dr. Jekyll stuff?
I know it's documented, but like we're saying, like what happened on that island 100% isn't all said. That speculation and stuff there that it seems to be true. I mean, what that tells me is people thinking that Epstein Island, that must have been a new thing. Rich and powerful have been meeting on islands for a long fucking time.
Look at Napoleon.
People, what?
Napoleon got sent to that island, and then he made his comeback. Elba, yeah.
I don't know anything about Napoleon.
Okay,
I know he used to put his hand in his shirt because he didn't like his hand or something.
You want me to explain what that means? I just found out what that means recently.
Podcast.
Okay, so you know how when you're doing this is what? Pledge allegiance, right? I got the flag behind me. I pledge allegiance.
If it's on my heart, yeah. If I do this, I'm like, I have a cleavage.
So, but everybody can see it.
It's a Gobekli, not a Tepe.
Listen, it's Gobekli Tepe, okay?
Gobekli Tepe.
So you're pledging allegiance so everybody could see, but then when you do it like this, you're pledging allegiance, but it's called a hidden hand. So you're pledging a hidden allegiance to a hidden group of people.
I remember when I was 16, and I got to do the old hidden hand.
Yeah.
To a girl, I was like, I slipped it in. I'm like, I'm touching bra. Look at Brandon trying to make a joke about me being gay. I beat you to it.
You beat me to it.
Yeah, I pledge an allegiance. Brandon's a fag. The United States of America.
Lem
is
lunar whatever module. Yes.
All right. Well, was there any other questions that we got that were good?
I was gonna. There was one about who killed JFK, and when you brought up the Titanic, that was one that I was gonna ask about. Your take on they sank it for the insurance money.
Yeah, basically. There's these scams that they pull. There's a lot of different. I could say, they're like, I get excited. There's people that scheme and plot. They're multifaceted. There's a lot of benefits that come from them. That's one of them. Definitely, there was a huge insurance scheme, and there just happened to be a ship in the area that was loaded with blankets for some weird reason. There was just like the ship floating around. The closest ship had like thousands of blankets on it.
It was a shipment of blankets
Yeah.
going across the sea
From the future.
They're like, you're really making a real blanket statement here.
Hey.
And I'm back, baby.
Another cool thing about the JFK assassination, one weird thing is that George H.W. Bush was in Dallas the day before JFK was assassinated because he was actually running for office in Texas. I think he was running for Congress or something. And then so years later in an interview, when somebody was asking all these questions and they said, hey, George Bush, where were you when Kennedy was assassinated? Because that was the question of our generation. Everyone knew. And he thought about it for a second. He's like, oh, I don't recall. Even though he was in Dallas the day before, definitely in Texas, at least a plane ride away. And then his wife, if you read her
Barbara Bush.
If you read her biography, her autobiography, there's a really weird thing about the whole Kennedy assassination where she's talking about plane rides. And then also Bush, this is documented too, he called the FBI, one of the local FBI agents.
Inspectors.
I think it was the one it was in another town or something, but he called him and he said that he knew something about the shooter. He said, I think I know who the shooter is. Or he named this guy, but this guy that he named was his chauffeur. It's like all documented stuff. It's really weird. So he's
chauffeur is French for driver.
He was trying to give himself an alibi. Like he was trying to say I was here during it and call whatever. Yeah. So it's really weird. So the Bush family's up to their neck in that shit too.
That wasn't interesting.
I mean,
what was the name of Barbara Bush's biography?
What?
I don't know. I was teeing it up for Pat.
I thought you were doing that because you usually do that when you have the sweet fucking pun.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the Barbara Bush.
Barbara Bush.
I married Bush. Huh?
How about the guy who used to cut her husband's hair? Bush's barber. Barbara Bush's barber.
A bush trimmer.
I heard he's from the Barbary Islands.
Barbara's Bush. Do you think George would do that? He put his face down in there, and he goes, "You gotta shave this." Like, shave what? Barbara's Bush. What's in your teeth, George? Barbara's Bush.
Not good. Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. Dana Coffee.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna eat
Read
your puss.
my lips.
Can't find my lips. They're
my
inside
lips.
Barbara's Bush.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out. What's the deal with Barbara's Bush? I'm inside a bush. It's a bush. It's Barbara's Bush. It's a bushy bush. Shady bush.
I wanted to, before we ended this, I had some info on the RFK assassination too, if you guys wanted to hear that. Robert F. Kennedy. Just some basic facts. Like they found 13 bullet holes for 13 bullets.
It's like talking about Pepsi.
And
like,
Sirhan only had 8. His gun only had 8
like RC Cola.
They actually know who did it.
You think Robert Kennedy is the RC Cola? He's not even Pepsi.
Yeah, I do. I don't think
it starts with R. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even.
Yeah, because Pepsi's Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nixon.
Well, first of all, JFK is not.
JFK's.
Wait, are we doing Kennedys? Or are we doing presidents?
Oh.
Well, I was just doing Kennedys. I was staying in the family because like Kennedy's, JFK is definitely Coke.
All right.
Compared to RFK,
so wait,
who I was saying is Pepsi.
RFK was the second best?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who are you going to give me, Bobby?
Shit, well, that's RFK.
Yeah. Which one's still alive?
Ted.
That's the one I was thinking.
And he's not alive. He died.
Yeah, but he died recently.
Jackie Onassis is better than Bobby.
But she's not she's a Kennedy by
All right,
marriage.
how about
Maria
Lem?
Shriver's better.
Lem is
She's
Pepsi.
very
Lem,
loosely
Lem.
a Kennedy.
Lem is Pepsi.
Lem
Lem
is
is clear Pepsi.
Lem is Fanta.
Oh, Fanta was invented by the Nazis.
No, Lem is
God
Tab.
damn it.
Wait, what?
Lem is
Fanta?
Tab.
No, hold on. Dave, Fanta was invented by the
Yeah,
Nazis?
Fanta was a soda that the Nazis, because
The
during
Nazis
World War
or
II,
Germans? What do we
no,
do?
Nazis, the Nazis, because
The
during
National
World War II,
Socialists.
yes,
So National
during World War
Socialists took
II,
time to make a
The
soda.
Make a
socialists.
soda. Yeah.
The socialists
Yes.
who
yes,
were very patriotic. Okay, just wanted
Yes.
to clear that. All right.
So the Nazis couldn't get shit because everybody's like, oh, we don't like you. You're Nazis, so we're not sending you our soda anymore. They're like, well, screw you. We'll make our own. And they called it Fanta.
They made
That's
orange.
true.
I don't think
They
so.
made
I don't
orange.
think-
Of
I don't-
course. Look what the Germans did to potato salad. Of course they
Dave.
ruined orange soda.
Dave, I'm not saying I don't believe they invented a soda. I'm saying I don't believe you that conversation happened the way you said it.
But
What?
We're not going to send you stuff because you're Nazis. Oh, come on. Nope, we're not going to send it to you. All right, we'll make soda. How many flavors? 9. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and
That
gentlemen.
was all.
do you guys ever hear about the dancing Israelis, the celebrating Israelis on 9/11?
You don't think fucking Dave knows about dancing?
I am surprised that I don't.
So there was, as the towers, right after they fell, in New Jersey,
9/11.
bum, 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 bum,
9/11.
9/11. There's an occulted saying about the.
I don't know which is worse. What the hell you guys just did, or the fact that you can't clap.
No, it was lagging. It lags.
It was clag.
9/11.
It was clag. You never had clag? Clap and lag?
9/11.
You guys are the whitest people I've ever met, and that's not coming from me. That's terrible.
I like that your only problem with me singing a song about one of the worst things of all time that actually probably didn't happen was that my rhythm wasn't good.
Hey, you can take the man out of dancing, but you can't take the dancing out of
It's
the man.
almost like Dave thinks the first clap didn't actually hit the other hand. And then in a conspiracy, the second hand fell for no reason. Like the towers of 9/11.
No, I think y'all
Like
fuckers
Building
just don't have
7.
any rhythm.
Building 7. So there was a bunch
9/11
of.
was a conspiracy to make sure firemen got blown because nobody cared about them anymore.
Yeah. That was definitely the result of that event.
But how do you get blown if you're a volunteer? No one's volunteering to suck my dick.
I hope they're volunteering to suck your dick. I hope you're not forcing anybody.
Oh, you didn't know the firemen I knew. Oh my God, they were rapists. Firemen when I was a kid, volunteer firemen were just like, they were guys who graduated high school and they would wait around 5 years. They would just visit young girls and say, come see the firehouse. And then they'd all walk back sad before you could report stuff. Oh my God. Firemen raped everybody.
I think you just got raped by a fireman. I don't think that was all of them.
It wasn't me. I on purpose made love to them. I love their fire hoses.
I on purpose.
I made love to firemen. They put out my fire because I started a fire with my eyes.
So there was a bunch of guys dancing across the river that could see it happen. And so some lady called the police on them and they got arrested, and they ended up being Israeli nationalists and like Mossad agents and spies.
It's starting to hurt.
Keep going. Don't lose it.
I lost it when that creaked.
So if you want to look into 9/11, you should probably look there first.
I don't want to look at
I'm
9/11.
saying if anyone's listening.
I don't care about 9/11.
Hello.
9/11's been overdone.
Is there
9/11's hack,
anybody listening?
right? Isn't 9/11 hack at this point?
It is also, the funny thing about it too is that everybody, I feel like it really was an inside job, especially like Building 7, but it's become a meme where like Building 7 and like they make fun of Alex Jones. I'm like, yeah, Alex Jones is a retard, but that doesn't mean that 9/11 was, wasn't an inside job.
Don't call
I hate
Alex
that.
Jones a retard because everyone
Yeah, it's
says
an
when
insult.
when everyone gets when I get excited, people think I sound like Alex Jones, and I don't want to hear that.
So wait,
Go-
is the question?
If
is
my voice
9/11
goes one bit higher, I sound like Alex Jones, and I hate that shit. But like, I
You
do.
kind of do.
I will eat you. I will eat my neighbors.
Oh, you don't believe in the moon? Do you think the moon is just a reflection? You think it's a fucking reflection? We'll reflect on my fucking fat ass.
Yeah, but you
Dumpster
don't.
bumper.
You don't look like you're gonna have an aneurysm like Alex Jones says.
I didn't say I looked.
Do you know
like
that
him. I sound like him.
Alex Jones told Owen Benjamin that him and Joe Rogan do gay stuff or did gay stuff.
I don't know who. Wait, who you said?
Oh,
Alex?
no.
Benjamin.
Owen Benjamin is Brandon's hero.
That guy.
He's
I
a
don't know who that
he's a
is.
comic who's also he's very hilarious, but he talks about all things like Brandon.
He's
talks about and stuff.
You're probably about to know his name because he's taken Patreon down. Patreon's about to get sued out of existence.
Dave wouldn't
Insane.
know that. Dave doesn't do anything with Patreon.
No, I know, but I'm just saying you're.
No,
Yeah.
I've actually.
Well,
I
it'll
do
probably
know
get taken
Patreon.
over by something else. I don't think we'll
Yeah.
be affected, but who owns it now is getting screwed.
Huh.
But Dave doesn't even know anything current. He wouldn't know that. Dave will find that out in 5 years.
It's not a bad way to live.
Yeah, it is. It's a real
No,
bad way to live.
I'm a lot less disappointed. Like I just found out about shit and it's usually done.
Dave,
Like,
you got fucking devastated because dinosaurs aren't real.
come on. Why you gotta keep coming back to that?
All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to debunk on this or fucking cover? Anything else we saw in anyone's tweets, texts, or whatever?
Nah.
Quickly, one more thing, but I think we're almost wrapped it up here. I think somebody put on Twitter something, but I don't think I care. You know what? Fuck them. I don't care. We can always cover other stuff. We have other stuff to cover next time. So, what did we learn from this? We learned that Dave is sensitive to dinosaurs. I think we should do a deeper dive one time into dinosaurs and really pull real research up. I think that'd be a fun one because that will hurt Dave's feelings.
Yeah, we could do that for sure.
Well, I learned you guys are dicks.
I think we should look into other presidents that were gay. How many presidents were gay?
Oh, the gay presidents.
I'm so
Abraham
happy.
Lincoln. Spoiler alert.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, I'm not even joking.
Oh,
There's
no,
seven.
I know. Abraham Lincoln and JFK had
Oh,
so much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe we should bring that up before we end, or we could
Oh,
talk about that.
I
Oh,
think
let's talk about that in another episode.
that could be a
Yeah.
presidential episode that we do.
Yeah,
I
because
think
there's
we
like
should do that.
over 100 coincidences between JFK and Abraham Lincoln. Like even like how they got shot and all this stuff. Like
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln was shot in Ford Theater, and Kennedy was shot in a Lincoln, which is made by Ford.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They were both on. They're both on change.
Yeah,
What was Kennedy on?
they're both gay.
Kennedy's on the gay ass bill.
Which again, nothing.
The $2 bill because it's queer. He's queer. The $2 bill. That fucking JFK.
$3 bill. $3 bill, Clinton.
Isn't JFK on something?
I don't think he is.
Yeah, he's on the 50-cent piece.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a
Well,
hole
not
in the back
anymore,
of
isn't
it.
that like who's on the? No, that's the dollar.
You're thinking of the tub, and the tub was
I
going to
am
be on
thinking
the
of the
5,
tub.
but they moved the tub off the 5. I want to get into that too. That'll be a fun one to get into the Rosa Parks where she wasn't really. That was staged, but like that'd be a fun one to get into too.
Oh, I'm in. I haven't heard that one.
We can get
that's-
into the whole civil rights movement because that's actually what destroyed the black family in this country. If you look at the statistics, the black community is thriving and doing very well until that movement to the 60s.
All right, so people listening, you
Yeah,
vote.
yeah.
You want civil rights movement or you want presidents that are gay?
I'm
Both.
voting for gay presidents. I have to.
We're gonna
I
get
like
to both of them either way, but all right.
If you're interested, Thomas Sowell, look into that. All right.
All right, do you
Yeah,
guys want? Why don't we never do this, but why don't we all plug our other things? Brandon, tell them what other podcasts
Yeah,
you can go to.
morelawsmoreproblems.com. You can check out all my videos and all my stuff there. I just did a video with a couple people from Australia talking about the situation there. Right now, they're in stage 4 lockdown. You can only leave your house for an hour. It's really crazy right now in Melbourne. So check all that stuff out. And yeah, Dave.
I got shit. The only thing I had to plug was the show I did last night.
Nice.
How'd that go?
I didn't make it to the next round, but I had fun.
Oh, the contest? Yeah, I'm the hosting Wednesday and Friday and Sunday. I mean, Wednesday and Sunday. I'm not promoting that. I don't give a fuck about that. I got our podcast, Bad Oats Podcast. We're about to reach 300 episodes.
Nice.
I dropped 3 episodes this week. Andrea Bryant, she was in the Navy and she's does a lot of shows with Pat Dixon and things like that. She was fun to talk about the police and all that kind of stuff. I had Danielle Acosta on. She's someone I work with at the radio station. She's a Star 99 person talking about being on the radio during the quarantine and all that stuff with not losing your job. And then I had Chrissy Mayer on. I was drop on Friday, and that was a fun. We got into like what my problems are with being so so prude when it comes to sex and shit like that. It was a fun episode. So check those out. Go to my Patreon, Patos Podcast. Fucking give me money, or just go to Venmo and give me money. Pat-Oates, give me money. Thanks. I like money. And the moon was real. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
KFK.
JFK. Abraham Lincoln. Gay.